What is up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today I've got new information, Yu-Gi-Oh news in general. We've got OTS 15 reveals. Very, very cool stuff there. We've got a new scrap monster. This card's actually pretty good. I read it last night, reviewing it tonight. And then we also have some cool reveals on when we're going to get more information revealed for new cards for Lightning Vortex. That way you can keep an eye out for it, but we'll touch on that kind of at the end, right? All right, so starting off with the OTS Pack 15 news, let's get reading, okay? Level up your game in 2021 with OTS Tournament Pack 15. OTS Tournament Packs reintroduce some of the most popular tournament level cards and are used as participation prizes or tournament prizing for duelists entering OTS events, including remote duels, which is really cool. OTS Tournament Packs are not for sale items and are only provided exclusively to KDE US official tournament stores, so make sure you reach out to your local official tournament store for details. Also, OTS tournament packs are one of the only ways duelists can get a hold of ultimate rare cards. Okay, so for the actual reveals, take your rarities to the next level with ultimate rare version of Armed Dragon level 10 and Turbo Out Tuners with Crystron Halki Fibrax as it accelerates to ultimate rare. That is crazy, man. Armed Dragon level 10, that's just going to be a super collector's card. It'll probably be worth a good amount just because Armed Dragons are one of those classic collectible Yu-Gi-Oh! GX archetypes. Very cool there. And we're getting new Armed Dragon support anyway, so it kind of makes sense that we're getting it now. And then Hulk. I mean, what I need to say here, like, yeah, it's out. A lot of people probably called this, but it's cool. It's really cool. All right. Popular themes receive a ton of super rare upgrades like Shadal Dragon, nice. Zodiac Borbo, nice. Dogmatica Punishment, clean, and more. You can even find a brand new World Legacy token in these packs as well. So obviously these aren't the full reveals. These are just the initial whatever. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 cards. There's going to be 1 more ultimate rare. There's going to be 7 more super rares, right? So we'll get those. I think these are awesome though. Like Dragon's nice because I believe up until this point he only has rare printings, if I'm not mistaken, and he's like a staple one of in all Shadal decks. So definitely like that. Borbo's become increasingly better now with the introduction with Zeus into the game. He's actually one of the best Exceed monsters now behind Trident as far as the Zodiac engine goes. So that's really nice because I believe he as well only has a rare to this point. So that's definitely nice and a very welcome upgrade. And we also have Punishment. Now this is probably the most important one because this is a common. It's only been pretty common, and this card is played in so many decks. The Dogmatic engine is so splashable. How are you going to have this deck that has like a secret rare search card, an ultra rare, is Fleur-de-Lis ultra or secret? I can't remember. I think it's ultra like Stratos monster, ultra boss monster that negates your opponent's effects. Maximus I think is ultra too. Like Ash Dragon is secret. And then the one card that you still play in all these engines, common. So very cool upgrades. I like this a lot. I think this is a great start. We'll see what the rest of the stuff holds. And even the World Legacy token, that's cool because World Legacy was Konami's baby for a minute. Like they were just World Legacy card, Mech Knights, Crusadias, all that lore. It's nice that we're finally getting a token for them. So very, very cool there. Those are our OTS reveals. Now we're going to look at Scrap Raptor. He looks awesome, by the way. I love his design. I mean, I like Scrap Monster designs in general, but this one's really good. Okay, so he's Scrap Raptor. He's a level 4 Earth Dino Tuner effect monster? Huh? So first things first, I believe the Scrap Search card only searches tuners, so I think he's searchable off that. He is a dinosaur, so he's also technically searchable off of Fossil Dig. I don't know how actually legitimate that is, or if there's any other dinosaurs in the archetype, but okay, that's possible. Anyway, his stats are 1400 attack, 1000 defense. You can only use both of his effects once per turn each, and here we go. The first effect reads, you can target one monster you control. That is cost. Then you destroy it, and if you do, during the main phase for the rest of this turn, you can normal summon one scrap monster in addition to your normal summon or set, and you can only gain this effect once per turn. The second effect reads, if this card is destroyed by a scrap card effect, I don't know, like maybe his own first effect. Just a thought. Just a thought. And sent to the graveyard. You can add one Scrap Factory or one non-tuner Scrap Monster from your deck to your hand. This card's awesome. This card's like honestly, truly like super cool. I think this is a very nice card for scraps. And there's a couple things here that are super interesting, even as far as like the metagame goes, right? Like we've seen scraps fairly recently be a part of different engines, right? We've seen the scrap engine be a part of spirals, okay, in January before they got hit. I know they got hit and they're not that good anymore. Okay, I get that for sure. They were also a big part of Orchest for a while, and I think if you play Orchest, you might still be playing the scrap engine right now. The bottom line is it's a very powerful engine. If Scrap Recycler resolves, it is very strong, gets you a ton of advantage, and if you're not going first, you get pops as well, or at least one pop on your opponent's turn just by doing your regular scrap combo, right? This card is insane, though, because it just allows you to do so much. Like, I don't believe Recycler is a tuner, so this card essentially could be normal summon this card, pop himself to get an additional normal summon, then engrave trigger to search Recycler, and now you can normal summon Recycler and just do Recycler plays. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, like, it's kind of a roundabout way to do things. Like, it's not just like discard this card from hand to add Recycler, but it kind of essentially accomplishes the same thing. You also have the versatility of getting Scrap Factory, which in a more pure variant of Scraps is a very, very strong card. I think this card is insanely strong for scraps. I think it's great for consistency. It's an extender. The deck already destroys its own cards as just like part of what it does. So just destroying this card, make up the advantage immediately. Good to go, right? I think it's good. I do think it could be fragile, right? Because if you use this to take your normal and you use effect to like pop himself and your opponent just like, even something as basic as Imperm, Veil, or I know they're not super played in the meta right now, but just examples, and then you're just like, oh, that was my normal. I have very limited extenders from here. I'm in some trouble, right? Like, you could see that happen, obviously, but, you know, I don't know. I think this is really, really strong. I've seen, we saw, I believe earlier this year, Asian Persuasion, like, top the, I don't know if it was a regional. It might have been a regional or some kind of, like, decent level event, whatever. I think higher than a locals, but he topped with pure scraps. Not even scraps in another deck's engine, or as an engine, but, like, pure scraps. Add this card in the mix. This card is really, really nice for them, I think. So, definitely a really cool card. This card just continues. So we just keep getting like nice little support cards. They just keep bolstering up this set. I can't wait for the rest of it, which leads us into our last point here. We have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Official card game times whatever. So pretty much what this is a live stream in Japan, and they'll be talking about they'll be revealing new cards from Lightning Overdrive. So it's not anything crazy, but just some of the voice actors and stuff from the Japanese anime series will be just going through some of the newest cards and revealing what they do and showing them off there. So that's pretty cool. It's happening January 9th, which I believe is Saturday at 7 p.m. JST. I don't know what time that is as far as where I live. So I'm going to have to figure that out, or I'll find out when I check your organization, because they're just the best. Shout out to them. So yeah, just want to give you a heads up that come Saturday this week, we'll probably get some really cool, a couple of new cards revealed, and yeah, so just be ready for that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Some cool OTS 15 reveals. Scrap Raptor, very strong card to add to the scrap engine, and the OCG Lightning Overdrive reveals. So a lot of cool stuff. Can't wait to review those cards once they come out. But that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! News videos from me in the future. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.